The fifth book of Jim Trainer, Love and Wages. And I'm your host, the Poetic Butcher. We are at Malvern Books, where surrounding us is community, snacks, and of course, books. Our featured poets today, Nicole Brissette, Christia Badaski Hoffman, Nathan Hampton. Before I introduce them, I'll introduce you to me. What we always need is energy, and that shall be the poem for the moment. Energy, what we should be, the epitome of personality, comprising gregarity, hilarity, mercurity of the mental, acuity, energy. Excellence is the mandate. Mediocrity we shan't tolerate. Use merit. Be prepared like a good scout. Venerable like Don Quixote. Quick-sighted, chivalrous, wardrobe meticulous. Energy is fabulous. Loquacious, good gracious, the quintessence, pure essence, pure energy. My people, this is our time. Use the mind. Think specifically, then generally. Use the hyperbole and the imagery. Energy is apropos. Energy is cachet. Energy needs no caveat. Energy is the amorous promenade used by Don Juan, lover and Lothario of the ladies, the impresario and maestro with a repertoire of repartee. More energy. That's it. And now, I want to introduce one of our featured readers. She has featured, spoken and heard on Sundays at Kickback Coffee. She is featured at Hearsay Poetry. She is featured at a show I host called Metaphorically Challenged. On the table over there, which there are a lot of books that are for sale, or even if you just want to peruse. Her book, Rhymes and Holes. And also, she is a part of the Civil Journal. Please welcome Nicole Brissette.
Thank y'all. Wow, I'm not used to reading without a mic. I'll try to be loud. Yeah, thanks Jim for having me. I'm excited for your book.
Oh, thank you.
My books over there are homemade copies. They're just donation banks if anyone wants them. I tried to pick 3 poems that kind of went with the theme of the whole love and wages. So none of these are in this book over there. They're all somewhat old. That have to do with jobs I've had and issues with them or just trying to get by. We're plucking pennies from the sandbox, but living in big coats like rich kids, thrifted. We're picking pansies in a garden of pay stubs. The bagels you stole from your job at the bread shop end up molding in our bread box, and they're saying that all you need to make it is love. But tell that to the asbestos in my walls, the toll bills piling up without a courtesy call, to the days I used my English degree to clock in, serve 2 tables, and that's all, before being cut. To the classy cars full of stone-faced people that never smile back at you. Tell this to my empty savings account after fixing this 18-year-old car because I don't want to be in debt and can't afford car payments too. Or to our country's 25% mound of discarded food. I want to run away, but it's too expensive. I want to sell something, but those things are so precious. I want to be a child again, yet the kid never left me. She only stopped holding her breath because it wasn't healthy. So here's an example of an honest piece. a paper crane folded from the edge of my grief. I should be forever happy, like a fallen tree leaf whose decay helped to sow seed, telling love to all of you, despite my place in society. I can maintain a modest bloom of bliss because my poems are free. Thank you. Before this job as a waitress right now that I'm at in the meantime, I'll be looking next month for something else. But I was working at an independent living community as the head housekeeper. And it was such a beautiful experience. I loved it so much. But it came time that my boss quit, and then the head chef quit, and the receptionist quit, and nobody was happy, nobody was making enough, and everybody was overworked. And I wrote this, and it's kind of angry. I never asked for a trophy, a partner with gratitude. I did not aim to upset you, step on your shoes, or undress your attitude. Only I never thought the reward for my rise to your altitude, all the stress I've been put through, for all of my hard, honest efforts. 3 housekeepers and 1 with no team for the teamwork, would consist of maggots swimming in a seedless dirt, stabbed back in a sweat-stained blue shirt with quiet knives hidden under middle-aged skirts. You chronic manipulations, you tectonic flirts, your ignorance masked beneath insecure scars that must still hurt. So much nourishment gone to waste, with confidence continuously placed in another cracked vase. I've got a case of the Mondays every day. Little do you know I wouldn't be here were it not for the well-maintained smiles that I place on their wonderfully aged faces on a daily basis. The bond we share is pure homeostasis. There's no bullshit running between the bases. So you bet your ungrateful asses I'm not going to waste this. Your taste buds for the living are tasteless. How can your eyes be so blind to the energy that I gave to this place? Your attitude toward me so baseless. Can you not see the white in my platelets? Or is it still hidden by the red flesh on your faces when residents and their families come to you and say this? Why are you working her so hard? Why doesn't she have any help? You know, good employees like her are hard to find. She makes my dad so happy. I love every sentence I share with them. I love how Bobby is so sweet and so nervous. I love how Lucy is equally beautiful and frail. I love how Mary dies 100 years old yet ageless, with a quick wit and could kick your ass at poker or bridge. I love how Cam and Lillian, who have dementia, re-meet and care for each other every day, as if they'd always known each other, as if they'd always been married. I love Dee, who is both ruthless and endlessly kind and is always giving me planting and work advice, contributing to enriching the soil of my life. I would like you to put all of this in your speechless mouth and chew on it 100 times before you swallow, like Adeline does, taking all of it in. Never a participant in a wasteful digestion. Because I love these people like family, and I know that they feel the same about me. So I don't need a pat on the back or to be your pet employee. But when the time comes, don't be surprised in a few weeks when I leave for a place of work that pays more for the sweat in my stained blue shirt and an upper management that values me. Thank you. I didn't expect to get emotional, but I missed that place. This last one is short. I was sitting at a coffee shop probably about 2 months ago, and I was watching this grackle that had one leg, and I had just started this waitressing job, and I was like, man, this is really unpredictable money. I thought for sure it'd be at least $15 an hour with people coming in, you know, you get 1 table, 2, whatever. I thought it'd be more than what I was making before, and it wasn't. And I felt just like this bird that was like, you know, fending for scraps and had like 1 leg and you know. I was like, crap, I'm just like you. But it's called the adaptability of all things. I recently became a waitress. And one day as I sat before my shift, sipping my coffee from a white mug, feeding a one-legged brown grackle bits of tortilla for my breakfast taco, I thought about how synonymous we are, limping around the world, sense of balance robbed from under us, living off of the scraps of those above who can afford to give a little away, those who know how to tip, know the struggle we face, still facing the many who don't get it, the diners in the crowd who don't notice your presence or shoo you away like a nuisance. That we are both so worth it, so hungry and so beautiful, and so doing our best to adapt. When I'm full, I wrap the rest for later. I take the warm coffee into my mouth slowly. I watch the grackle drink from a puddle, and then he watches me. And I'm feeling grateful for my eyes, and my legs, and my hands, and my scraps given and received. I am grateful for the rain and for puddles. I'm thankful that it isn't too cold yet, and I'm grateful for the ones I can warm up next to when it is. I'm appreciative of the perseverance, and of transition, and of uncertain, and of art, and of the adaptability of all things.